Coming up on the sports desk on the volleyball court, 4 out of the 5 Torrance schools cruised into postseason play. We'll tell you who's moving on and who's packing up and going home. Plus, the Torrance Tartars softball squad has been hashtag killing it this season thanks to their secret weapon in the circle. And we will get you caught up on all of your prep news from the pool, track, and much, much more coming at you right now. How's it going, Torrance? Welcome to another week here on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Collin Kushner. Hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner with any pics, video, or anything sports related. Old suit, new show. We have a jam-packed half hour for you, so let's get straight to it. The boys' volleyball regular season has officially come to a close, and the playoffs are finally upon us. Torrance, Southwest, and Bishop all in on the postseason action. Making it is just the beginning, but the more difficult task is coming away with some wins in the do-or-die Southern Section CIF playoffs. For the Torrance Tartars, they finished up their regular season a perfect 10-0 in league, grabbing the Pioneer League crown for the first time since 2008. Torrance taking on Hillcrest at South High in round 1 of the CIF Southern Section Division II playoffs. The Tartars looking to avenge last year's first-round playoff loss when they fell to Lakewood. First set, 5-4 Torrance. Kevin Gonzalez and Max Perez get the block. 6-4 Torrance lead. Still first set, Hillcrest up by 5. Evan Meha with the spike. Torrance rallies back to win the set 25-20. Second set, Kevin Gonzalez spike attempt, no, but Kyle Polk, I got your back, brother, off the Hillcrest players. Tartars takes second set 25-12, but Hillcrest takes the third to the fourth. Kevin Gonzalez with the kill. Boom sauce. That evens the set at 2 apiece. Still fourth set, 17-13 Torrance. Evan Meha with the kill. That makes it 18-13 Tartars in the fourth set, 24-16. Hillcrest trying to stay alive. Nothing but net, not good in volleyball terms. Tartars take the set 25-16 and advance to the second round of CIF play. So Torrance advances to the second round of postseason play for the 4th time since 2008. Evan Meha and Max Perez lead the charge, combining for a 18 kills apiece. Now let's head back to North High for Torrance's second round game with Valencia. The Tartars with a win will head to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2011. Look at them getting jacked up. It's powwow time over for the Tartars. First set, Torrance down by 1. Kevin Gonzalez with the kill. We're all tied up at 4. Same set, all tied at 9. Kyle Polk, and this is what Kyle Polk's gonna do. Set me up, buddy. Boom. That's good. Torrance up 10-9. Later in the first, Torrance down by 5. Great effort here by the Tartars. Look at that. But the point's gonna go to Valencia as they go in for the kill right here. Torrance drops set 1, 25-19 to the second set. No score. Mayur Ahur with the huge block. Torrance up 1-0. But Valencia takes over with the 25-21 win, as you're going to see right here. Third set, Tartars down by 2. Max Perez and Kevin Gonzalez, they're going to team up for the block. That's a point for Torrance. They're down by 2. Later in the third, Torrance down 21-20. Max Perez for the kill. We're all tied up, but Valencia pulls away and takes the set 25-22 and the match 3-0. Torrance's Cinderella season comes to a close. Kyle Polk and Max Perez crush 8 kills apiece, while Kevin KG Gonzalez adds 7 kills. This season was one for the record books as the Tartars set a record for the most wins in program history. Now, making memories is one of the many reasons sports are so special. The wins and losses, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. What's more important is the bond you create with your teammates and coaches through the good and even the bad times. Reporter Scott Cook has that story for you.
Unfortunately, for the Torrance Tartars boys volleyball team, their season has finally come to an end after losing to a very good Valencia squad in the second round of CIF playoffs. The Tartars were Pioneer League champions this year for the first time since 2008, and they advanced past the first round of CIF for the first time since 2011 by defeating Hillcrest of Riverside. They accomplished all of this while playing mostly on the road this year, as their gym was shut down in late March for renovations. But despite not going as far as they would have liked to, the Tartars players and their coach Nathan Jones tell me that this has still been a very memorable year for them. And that's in large part thanks to the chemistry this team has.
Absolutely. This group has worked really hard. We've had to play on the road a lot with our gym closed down. You'll be here in CIF. They're very good boys. They do very well academically. They're really involved in school. And they're a lot of fun. It's been a very good group to coach and an easy group to work through all the little things of not having a gym.
Definitely. Last year, we had a pretty good team, but this year is even better, and we're just working hard.
We are a family. We are not a team. We are a family.
This year, I would say, like Kevin said, the team chemistry is it's a whole different level of team chemistry.
That special team bond, combined with this squad's achievements, have made this season a very meaningful one for the Tartars seniors.
You know, Kyle and I talked all year on how we wanted to make this the best volleyball year we could. And the fact that we have achieved so much, we are living our dream.
It was nice to get a patch. To win, when you win league, you get a patch for your Letterman's jacket. So we brought home a patch. They won the Chadwick tournament, so they get to add a tournament trophy to the trophy case. So they've worked really hard, and I think they're going to leave here feeling very proud of themselves as well they should.
Definitely means a lot because this is the farthest we've come in terms of record and league, and it's just a really big milestone for us. So it means a lot to all of our seniors, everyone on the team, actually.
The Tartars hope to have another successful season next year when they return home to play in their remodeled gym. From South High School, I'm Scott Cook, reporting for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Scott. Now, down south, the Spartans made it all the way to the Division II quarterfinals last year, where they fell to Esperanza. The Spartans looking to go on another deep playoff run, starting it all off against Crescentia Valley. Both teams battled back and forth in the 5-set thriller, but it's Crescentia Valley who comes out on top 3-2. Meanwhile, out west, the Warriors made the playoffs for the first time in 2 years. On top of that, Coach Caravella and co. placed third in their first season as members of the Pioneer League. Not a bad 2015 regular season by any means. West going up against Burroughs in round one of the CIF Southern Section Division II playoffs. Burroughs gets their brooms out and sweeps the Warriors 3-0. West hasn't made it past the first round of the CIF playoffs in over 10 years. Rounding out your prep volleyball news, the Bishop Montgomery Knights. Bishop's volleyball program last year lost in the Southern Section finals to Delray League rival Cathedral. From there, the Knights qualified for the regional state playoffs and lost in the semis to Laguna Beach. Bishop looking to start off another deep playoff run against Highland. The Knights get jacked up, flashing some signs to the camera. Let's pick it up in the third set. Bishop up 23-16. That's going to go. Same set. Highland rallies off 6 straight points, down by just 2. Blake Miles gets the point and takes set 3, 25-22. To the fourth set, Bishop down by 5. Christian Arevalo. He gets that point and gets the good bounce. The Knights down by 4 later in the fourth. Bishop down by 7. Christian Arevalo again. We've heard from him plenty. Boom sauce. Bishop cuts the deficit to 6, but drops set 4, 25-21 to the fifth set. The Knights down by a point. Bryce Tokotlian gets it done. We're all tied up. And set point for the Knights. Who else? It's going to be Blake Miles. Woo-hoo-hoo! Bishop takes a decisive set 5, 15-11, and the match 3-2. So the Knights advance to the second round of the playoffs yet again. Blake Miles has 15 kills and 20 digs, while Christian Arevalo adds 12 kills of his own. The Knights taking on San Gabriel in their second round matchup. Let's go back to Bishop Montgomery. Coach Norman giving his players a little pep talk. Second set. Bishop took the first. We're all tied at 19. Drew Beimel. Bishop up 20-19. Same set. We're all tied up at 24. Blake Miles. No, but don't worry. Bryce O'Collion's got you. The Knights up by a point. A few plays later, San Gabriel up 26-25. Drew Beimel. His shot's going to go, and it's going to go back into the Knights' territory. San Gabriel wins set 2, 27-25 to the third set. 5-all. Danny Robinson and Drew Beimel team up for the block. Bishop up by a point. Later in the third, San Gabriel up 24-20. The shot goes off Drew Beimel, and ooh, that's a point for San Gabriel. Bishop drops the third set 25-20 in the fourth, 25-21 as San Gabriel outs the Knights 3-1. Bishop starts off hot with that first set win, but can't keep the momentum rolling. With the loss, the Knights season comes to a close. Since Kevin Norman took over the program back in 2008, Bishop has made the playoffs in each of his 8 seasons, won 4 league titles, were CIF finalists twice, and state finalists once. Not a bad resume by any means. Now, over the course of my life, I've always had a tendency to bounce off the walls. Just ask anyone here at CitiCABLE. While some might want to diagnose me, a good friend of mine, Dan Matsumoto, said that I'm just fast brain. I like that. It sounded way more official. In the case of the Bishop Montgomery Knights volleyball squad, well, it looks like we have something in common. Kiana Martin has that story for you.
Bishop Montgomery finished off their final volleyball game of the season after a successful run in the Del Rey League. And often, teams credit their skill or even their coaches to their success. But what motivates these Bishop players throughout their season? They're fun, charismatic, and energetic teammates.
The best part about playing is having a family out here. We can talk to anyone. When we catch momentum, can't stop talking to each other, and it's just fun out here.
Yeah, Bishop Montgomery, we have a really exotic volleyball team, and there's always a lot of energy, so it's going to be fun. And, we just have great energy. Everybody takes care of each other. We all enjoy each other's presence, and it's always fun playing with them.
Last season, the Knights fell just short in the CIF finals. But this year, their focus is to enjoy the playoffs and their final games with each other.
I think it's because I'm a senior that I may not be able to play with them ever again. So kind of just one last season. So kind of a camaraderie and the teammates being around me is really what just fuels me.
When you enjoy what you're doing, the true championship is enjoying it with the teammates around you. From Bishop Montgomery, I'm Kiana Martin, reporting for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Kiana. Bryce O'Collien breaking it down for us. Love it. After watching that, I think I learned some new dance moves that I might whip out sometime soon. All right, everybody, we are going to take a quick TV timeout. When we come back, the South Spartans look to finish off the regular season a perfect 10-0 in league, but have to do it against the men in blue from up north in a 2-game set. Don't go away.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
You're watching the Sports Desk with Collin Kushner!
Welcome back. A special thanks to the hashtag Gauntlet for giving the Sports Desk some love. You guys and girls are awesome. On the baseball diamond, the South Spartans have been hashtag killing it. South trying to finish off the regular season a perfect 10-0 in league, but of course, they have a 2-game set with the North Saxons standing in their way. As for North, well, they're trying to play spoilers and sneak into the playoffs themselves. South swept the season series with the Saxons last year. Top 1, no score. Drake Pingle strikes out Alex Gomez. Pingle feeling it early. Bottom 1, no score. David Ramirez singles. Kawika Hubble looks, and he's going to waltz home. South up 1-0. Next batter, Josh Fortuna, the Tuna Man. Singles. Matt Mavrosakis scores. South up 2-0 after 1. Top 2, Drake Pingle. Aubrey Moody, he goes down looking. Pingle, he finishes the day with 8 punch-outs. Bottom 3, Spartans up 3-0. Evan Brock singles. 1 run is gonna get waved around and come in and score. South up 4-0. 2 batters later, Kawika Hubble, and he gets hit by the pitch. He's not happy. Josh Rotuna scores. South up 5-0 and goes on to down the Saxons 6-1. In their next meeting, the North Saxons stun the Spartans 5-4. Jonathan Niramatsu strikes out 3 in the big win over South. The Spartans fall 1 game short of perfection in league, but it doesn't matter as they capture the Pioneer League crown for the 3rd straight year. The last 2 years they have been co-champs, but this time they aren't sharing with anybody. It's the first time in program history to have 3 league crowns in a row. On the other hand, after the big dub over South, the Saxons finish off their season with a 10-0 win over Lusinger. Alex Agon Gomez crushes a 3-run homer in the dub. The Saxons miss the postseason for the 2nd straight year, while South advances yet again. Over at Torrance, the Tartars and Warriors have duked it out already once this year. Torrance won 4-1. Let's not forget, this is the same Tartars team that at one point earlier this year had lost 8 straight games. Recently, Torrance has been on fire, winners of 5 in a row, 4 of those dubs against Pioneer League opponents. As for the West Warriors, well, they have been, as Forner would say, you're as cold as ice. Losers of 3 straight. I don't think America's Got Talent is on my list of things to do after trying to sing that. Let's go to the highlights right now. Torrance averaging over 9 runs per game during their 5-game win streak. Bottom 1, no score. West Cody Whistler drives that into the outfield. Josh Williams scores. 1-0 Warriors. Next batter, Jackson Coopman Cooper. Cooper skies that to center. Cody Whistler, he's going to get waved around, and Warriors are going to take a 2-0 lead early. But the wheels are going to start to fall off for West. Top 3, same score. Torrance's J.D. Kruger singles home Ryan Eastburn. Torrance only down by 1. Same inning. Torrance's Connor Smith at the dish, and he dublays down the 3rd base line. Zavala and Kruger are going to come around and score. Torrance takes the lead 3-2 and doesn't look back, taking down the Warriors 6-4. With the win, Torrance grabs 2nd place in the Pioneer League, and West drops to a tie for 3rd with the Saxons. Let's not forget, this is the same Torrance squad that had an overall record of 5-19 on April 29th, before winning their final 6 games to close out the regular season. For West, that's 4 straight losses to cap off their 1st year in the Pioneer League. Many of today's professional athletes at one point in time played 2 sports, and of course, there's a select few that played both in the pros. Everyone knows Bo Jackson and his towering home runs on the baseball diamond and running over opposing defenses on the gridiron. He was just an absolute beast. Now, right here in Torrance, one West Warrior athlete may not break bats over his quad or hurdle over defenses, but he brings something more to the table than just being a dual sport athlete. Scott Cook has that story for you.
When it comes to sports, coaches are always looking for an athlete who is the total package. A guy who can not only get it done on the field, but can also lead his team in the huddle. For the West Warriors, senior first baseman Trevor Mallett seems to be that guy.
Well, he's a guy that's been on varsity, providing senior leadership this year with the experience that he's had in the past. And in addition, when he's run into any sort of adversity, for him, it's always been about, the comeback. It's always been about the response. He doesn't let it bring him down and stuff, and other guys see that and feed off of that.
Baseball, it's always ups and downs and stuff. So, I try to stay positive all the time and just have a good time.
Aside from his leadership, Mallett has also provided a spark for his team offensively. He hit .372 with 2 home runs and 17 RBIs this season. Mallett's talents extend beyond the baseball diamond. He was also the starting quarterback on the Warriors football team.
He's a quarterback of the football team, so he has that presence about him to where he knows how to bring the guys together and get them up.
Football is kind of like a side hobby and stuff to keep me in shape and all, but I fell in love with it as well. And but baseball's where my heart really is.
After this season, the 2-sport athlete plans to continue his athletic career at the next level, at least in one sport anyways. He will be attending Sonoma State University, where he will play on the Seawolves baseball team. But for right now, the only thing on Mallett's mind is CIF playoffs.
I know we can win it all. We've gone, we won the El Segundo tournament. We won 5-6 straight, and I mean, we have the talent. Our pitching's doing well, but we just haven't been able to help them out on defense. And then earlier in the season, we had a lot of clutch hitting and pitching, but now we're not really coming up as clutch. But I know, I mean, we're hitting the ball hard, just right at everyone, so it's going to change, and we have a chance to, take it all.
Mallett and his team of Warriors hope to make a deep playoff run. From West High School, I'm Scott Cook, reporting for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Scott. It's always amazing to see how athletes balance playing two competitive sports at the high school level. All right, everybody, it's time for a quick boom sauce break. When we come back, we are going to take you to the softball diamond where one Torrance pitcher has been killing it in the circle for the Tartars. Get your popcorn ready. Welcome back. Hit me up on Instagram. That's the SportsDesk TV. Over in prep softball, the Torrance Tartars and West Warriors both trying to close out the regular season with much-needed wins. For Torrance, it's to ensure they capture the Pioneer League crown for the first time in 5 years. For West, they hope to add another dub and stay alive in the playoff picture. West trying to avoid their second straight loss. Conversely, Torrance looking for their second straight win to finish off Pioneer League play. Senior Day at West. Look at those flowers and those beautiful, beautiful smiles. Torrance shut out West 10-0 in their first meetings of the season. Top one, no score. Marissa Moreno singles to left. A few batters later, sister Christian, Caitlin Christian, don't worry, I'm not going to sing this time. She comes up, she doubles to center. Moreno comes around and scores. Torrance up 1-0. Same inning, 2 on, 2 out. Still 1-0 Torrance. They're going to tack on a couple more runs here. This one's going to get crushed just past the second baseman. Caitlin Christian and CC DaCosta score. Torrance up 3-0. Bottom one, West trying to get some runs, but have to deal with Marissa Moreno. Daisy Vafanua, swing and a miss, you're out. Moreno heating up. Bottom three, Torrance up 6-0. Marissa Moreno strikes out Abby Estrada. Bottom four, I think you know what's going to happen next. Marissa Moreno, Vafanua, swing and a miss. Next batter, Erica Rhodes, swing and a miss. See you later. Moreno finishes the afternoon with 7 strikeouts as the Tartars demolish West 12-0 in 5. Marissa Moreno has another killer day in the circle for Torrance, pitching a no-hitter and fanning 7 batters in the process. In 10 innings pitched against West this year, Moreno hasn't allowed a single hit. As for the Torrance bats, well, they were alive too after bashing 22 total runs in the 2 meetings with the Warriors. Torrance captures their first Pioneer League title since 2010. Now, when I think of the most dominant pitchers in MLB history, I think of Fernando Valenzuela, Sandy Koufax, Greg Maddux, just to name a few. Any of those names ring a bell? Anyways, for the Torrance Tartars softball program, they have a star of their own who's been nearly unhittable the entire year. Kiana Martin has that story for you.
Torrance High has snatched the crown as the Pioneer League champs for the first time in the last 5 years. But this win isn't the only accomplishment worth celebrating. Junior pitcher Marissa Moreno brought her team to a whopping 7-1 record, beating out 4-year consecutive champs North High for the Pioneer title. Not only are we impressed with Moreno's wins, but she also served up 208 strikeouts this season, and only her second year of pitching.
I've only been pitching for 2 years now, but this whole pitching process wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for my parents and my coaches, and them always being there for me.
With multiple games of double-digit strikeouts, Moreno's efforts clinched the first league title since 2010. But her focus and her selflessness is what truly makes her a star.
We really haven't won league since 5 years ago, and I just wanted to do it for my team because all of this season they've had my back, and I just wanted to come back and show them that I appreciate them and their defense behind me.
We're just so proud of her, how far she's come, you know, and she's a real team player, and she loves her team, she loves her coaches, and she goes out there and works hard for them, you know, and we're just all so proud of her. I'm gonna start crying, but yeah, hopefully, you know, they go far, they make it far in CIF this year.
Taking her team to Pioneer League champs for the first time in 5 years, Marissa's what I like to call Torrance's new strikeout queen. Including a double no-hitter against West twice this season, this strikeout queen has been one of the biggest softball standouts seen in the last few years at Torrance, and her efforts definitely aren't going unnoticed.
Actually, this is her first year of pitching full-time on the varsity for us. Just the progress she's made in the last 12 months is really amazing. To put up those kind of numbers, we haven't had a pitcher do that in 5 years. Got a lot of composure, a lot of heart. It's just amazing.
Not only dominating with the pitch, but also accounting for a 3-run homer this season, Moreno and co may be excited about their recent success, but they definitely have their sights set on bigger accomplishments. That CIF title. Being known as a pioneer underdog and defeating the odds, Torrance will carry on their season and their new title into the CIF playoffs. But with Moreno's leadership and the support of her teammates, the sky's the limit for this hungry, record-breaking softball team, with hopefully plenty more strikeouts ahead. From Torrance, I'm Kiana Martin, reporting for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Kiana. Up north, the Saxons and South Spartans dueled it out in their final games of the regular season. North has won 8 of their last 10, while the Spartans have been on a little tear of their own with 3 straight dubs. Desiree Moreno has 4 ribbies for the Saxons, and Lexi Sargent adds 2 RBI in the 11-4 victory over South. North sweeps the season series with the Spartans. So the Saxons finish off the regular season in 2nd place in the Pioneer League standings. It's the first time since 2010 that North hasn't won at least a share of the Pioneer League crown. And the most ironic part is the team that won league that year happened to be their bitter rival, the Torrance Tartars. Over on the track, some of Torrance's own participating in the CIF Division II prelims over at Moore Park High. South's Kimberly Kosha takes 3rd in the 3200 and 5th place in the 1600. For the boys, Torrance's Isaiah Gallardo finishes in a 9-way tie for 1st in pole vault. Over in Division III at Estancia, North's Madison Kamaguchi ties for 1st in high jump with a mark of 5 feet, 2 inches. Let's hop in the pool now for the CIF Southern Section Division III finals at Riverside Community College. North's Jasmine Margetts captures the 200-yard freestyle crown and takes 2nd place in the 100 backstroke. West's Xenia Avanchiva takes 2nd place in the individual medley and 3rd place in the 100 butterfly. The West girls take 7th place overall as a team, while North finishes in 17th and South in 44th. On the boys' side, North's Daiichi Kakazu takes 4th place in the 200 individual medley and 8th in the 100 breaststroke. That wraps up all of your prep news. The month of May is ALS Awareness Month, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS is very near and dear to myself and everybody here at CitiCABLE. For those who don't know, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis is a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. When the motor neurons die, the ability of the brain to initiate and control muscle movement is lost. Patients only have an estimated 3 to 5 years to live. Please help us fight the battle against this terrible disease. Here is how you can help shut out ALS. I had to put the hockey reference somewhere in the show. Go to www.alsa.org for more info on how you can help. All right, everybody, that's going to close the books on another week here on the Sports Desk. As always, we are available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, if you just feel like saying hi, you can do that as well. In honor of Memorial Day, I'd like to thank those men and women who have served and are currently serving our country. Take it easy, Torrance. We'll catch you next time.